Welcome back. What I'm going to show you now is how to put a web link into an assignment when you are answering the assignment. So what we're going to do is quickest is I go to resources and then I know which unit we're working on. I'm going to go to unit 0 and I'm going to go to 0.4, which is object self-portrait. Now it's real important before you begin this to watch the video. You've got to look at everything that is posted above the assignment that you're going to answer. Once you've done those and you've looked at the directions and you understand them, then you're going to create your object self-portrait. Now I usually know when people have not read the directions because this is an object self-portrait. You're going to find 7 to 10 items and put them all together and photograph them, and then you're going to make a Google slide with that photograph on it. If you submit photos from stock internet, or if you draw a self-portrait of yourself, then I know you did not read the directions. Okay, so once you've read all the directions and you've created your slide, then you're going to come down here to answer assignment. You're going to double click. Now, we're going to use this link right here, and we're also going to use Embed. And you're going to put a Google link for your slide in each of these, the same one. So now I'm going to go to my Google Drive, and I'm going to open up my slide. You have one that you've made with your objects in it, and you've labeled it with all of the information explaining why those are important objects to you. So you need to share this slide with me. You can't come up here and just copy this and paste it. I will not be able to open it. You have to come over here and click share. Then you're going to come down here and you can change this right here. You can either just share, if it says Forsyth County District, you can share it with me. If it says restricted, I won't be able to open this. So you can either leave it here if you're sharing it with me, or if you have other people who need to open it, you can click this. Then you need to decide, do you want them to be able to just view it? Do you want them to comment on it, so let you know if you need to make changes, or do you want them to be able to be an editor? If you're sharing something with me, click editor. All right, then you're going to come up here and copy the link. Now it's copied. You don't have to highlight this. Then I'm going to click done. Now I'm going to come back to It's Learning, and I'm going to start here, and I'm going to click that link icon. Then I'm going to right click on my mouse and paste. Then I'm going to click OK. Do you see how this says sharing right here? That means that I will be able to open it and view it. Then I'm going to click and hit enter to move down to the next row. And then I'm going to go here to this little embed circle. I'm going to click. Now, I'm going to paste it in here too, but I don't have to right click on my mouse every time. I can also hit the Control and the V button at the same time, and it does the same thing. And now it has embedded my slide link here, and the image will pop up automatically. Ms. Boynton doesn't even need to click on this, but we're going to do both so that you make sure no matter what, Mrs. Boynton can see that you've turned in your assignment. And we could end there, or we could turn your Google slide into a photograph. Now this is very easy. So I'm going to go back here to my Google slide, and I'm going to go to File. Then I'm going to scoot down to Download. And when you see JPEG image, that means a photograph. So then you can click on JPEG image, and it's going to take this slide and it's going to put it in my H drive downloads. So I'm going to close, I'm just going to minimize this. I'm not going to close it. So I'm going to minimize it. Then I'm going to go back to It's Learning, and I'm going to go to my picture icon. Before I upload and insert, I'm going to double check and make sure I can find where this is. Okay, so under Quick Access, here it's under Downloads. If I can't find where the photo is, I can always go here to these three little dots and go to File Info, and it tells me right here where my photograph is being stored. Okay, so now I'm going to close that. I'm going to hit Upload and Insert because I've double checked where it is. I'm going to choose my file. I'm going to go to Downloads because I remember that's where it was. Here it is. You can also come over here to View Icons so I can actually see the photograph. So I can double check and make sure it's the correct thing. I'm going to double click on that. Then I'm going to come down to the green button, Upload and Insert. And there's the photograph. So I've got the photograph, I've got the embedded photograph, and I also have the link. Always good to make sure you've done at least 2 of those to make sure you get your assignment turned in correctly and Ms. Boynton doesn't have to make any corrections. Okay, so now if you're on your phone, you're going to click OK, and then the Submit button is going to come up. I'm on my computer, so I'm going to click Submit. And this is what has come up. Again, you want to always make sure it says your answer, not corrected. It says the date and the time, and says your name because you submitted it. And here we have the Google link that I showed you. Here we also have the embedded slide that you shared, and we also have the photograph. So no matter what, if you've done all that, Ms. Boynton is going to see that you did your assignment. All right, and that's how we're going to answer things if we have to embed a link or share a link from a web browser.